come outside.
Oh shit. Oh nah. Away.
Dying Light is one of those games that I regret not playing during the day it came out. Anyway, I saw the game on sale for like about $20, Game of the Year edition, and I said, fuck it, why not? It was on Steam, and I might as well start playing some actual good games on Steam rather than the new releases, because new releases nowadays feel so incomplete and so boring and cookie cutter. So I decided to give Dying Light a go. Playing it for the first time ever, I decided to log in my journey by recording a lot of gameplay footage and writing cliff notes in my journal, while making up a script and kind of sharing my journey with all of you. The best part about this is that I decided to start the game on Nightmare difficulty. I don't know why I did this to myself. Every single game that I buy or play, I always choose the hardest difficulty and I always regret it. So let's jump into Dying Light and see if I regret this journey or not. The game starts you off as Kyle Crane. He's like this sort of like secret NATO agent or something. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Right, Crane?
Pretty interesting way to start the game. You start off jumping through the sky in a parachute and you end up landing into the town of Haran, or city of Haran. It's a zombie apocalypse game, so obviously it's gotta start you off at a disadvantage. The moment you land on the streets, you get jumped by a bunch of dudes. Average day in New York or Chicago. End up getting rescued by a woman who's one of the leaders of the faction in the game called the Tower. To be honest, I am not really like into like the zombie story mode stuff. I want to fucking kill zombies. That's all I want to do. And if I can look cool while doing it, that's awesome. The bread and butter of this game is definitely the gameplay. Seriously. Parkour and bashing zombies in the freaking face. Other bonus goodies to the gameplay is elements of an RPG, like scattered around. There's lockpicking, there's dialogue, there's quests, lots of quests. It's an open world playground, you know, where you can just run around, do basically whatever you want. There's lockpicking, looting, and lots of looting. Dying Light is one of those games where the leveling up system is phenomenal. I think it's amazing. It reminds me of Oblivion or Morrowind, where each action you do, you level up for it. You just don't, kill enemies and you gain XP for that. You gain XP from jumping around, climbing, lockpicking, and just crafting. It's amazing, and I think it's an amazing system, and I think more games should implement this into their RPG systems. Let's talk about the Nightmare difficulty. If you're gonna play this game for the first time, do not pick Nightmare mode like I did. Nightmare, enemies have increased health and damage. There's no infinite combat stamina or agility stamina, so you'll run out of stamina super quickly, unless you level up those skills, which take quite a while. The use of a flashlight is limited, so it's more realistic, which is awesome. And nights are longer, which means volatiles and the crazy ass monsters that come out at night spawn much more often and chase you much more often. But the added bonus is all the experience you gain is boosted, so it's great. When I say that enemies' health and damage is boosted, I mean that. When I encountered my first Zed, I ended up spending an absurd amount of time bashing its head in with a pipe. Like imagine Patrick Star beating the fuck out of the computer during that episode of SpongeBob. The enemies have a lot of health, I'm not gonna lie. It was ridiculous. The infected, which is a bit faster and more deadlier version of the Zeds, they are even more annoying. I think the special infected, or not the special infected, I'm thinking of Left 4 Dead 2, which is also a great game. If you haven't played it yet, what are you doing? Are you living on a rock? The infected, which are freshly infected corpses, they absolutely spawn everywhere and constantly everywhere, or no matter what noise you make, and they'll fucking give you the 1-2 hook, 1-2-3. Remember I said looting was fun? Looting is fun when you grow a higher level. Looting is kind of inconvenient when you gotta spam F or when you gotta lockpick, and it's not like Fallout or Skyrim where the world freezes for you. No, the world keeps on going and the zombies come and get you. They don't give a fuck about it. They said fuck you and fuck your motherfucking feelings. That shit is so annoying. Painstakingly picklocking or spamming F to open a goddamn fucking container is crazy. Is it a skill issue? Am I not Giga Chat enough? Even the early game quests had me pulling hairs and yelling sailor words to your mom. The one mission where you gotta beat the piss out of a bunch of dudes, which will be like your first actual hostile survivor encounter. That shit made me want to punch holes through my computer.
Get that bastard! Get him!
Wasn't ready for this.
Fuck it, though I suck. I'm just gonna quit. Fuck this game. Goodbye. Never playing it ever again. Fuck you.
This sucks, man.
Alrighty, I'm back. I've grown a pair of heavy set of balls. I'm ready to take this game on like a Sigma Alpha Chad. I am ready. By the power of Crane. Get ready, Huron, and its undead denizens and dopey-eyed citizens. I probably died 30 times the first 2 hours of playing. You know, I could have been at a decent level starting these missions, but you gotta get a hang of actually surviving in the world and completing the main quests. Even the main quests were very, very difficult for me too. There's this one mission where you gotta sneak inside of an elementary school, full on stealth. Stealth doesn't work, and then you gotta beat a bunch of guys. They had to have adamantium skulls, like the fucking Wolverine or something, because you bash them and bash them and bash them and bash them, they just keep on getting up and coming back up. Then I realized you need to have a strategy. Molotov cocktails. They're easy to craft and they're easy to throw. You can craft like a bunch of them in like less than like 2 minutes, and you throw it at a human enemy and they burn and they die. It doesn't work with the zombies though. The zombies just run around and burn, and now you have flaming corpses running after you. Molotovs will be your best friend. Seriously, stock up on a lot of them because you're gonna need them on nightmare difficulty. Firearms are your second best friend. They are very effective at taking out human enemies and zombies. Only downside is firearms are very, very loud. And that means you're gonna attract more volatiles, more zombies, and more special infected. Dying Light's gameplay loop is extremely addicting. I played for 3 to 4 hours a night, probably from when I got back to work at 9 till like 5 a.m. Seriously. Even little mini games like racing yourself and beating your own time, or killing waves of zombies with a choice of weapon. Constantly free-running like you're in Mirror's Edge, but times 10, and combat is so fun. My favorite thing to do was kicking zombies over the stairs or into traps. It's hilarious goading an infected or zombie like towards an edge of a building or cliff and just kicking him off the freaking thing. Eating seeds is not my favorite past activity, but knocking zombies over the head is. You gotta be careful when the sun sets though, because at night, that's when the really fun begins. Volatiles chase you throughout every corner in the city, and it's dark, you can't see shit. And getting chased and making it to safety is a rush that like I cannot recreate anymore in any other game. Once you push out that barrier where your skills are kind of weak and you start growing your skills, then combat gets even more fun and intricate. I normally hate skill trees in video games because they seem so monotonous and boring and just flat out like fall on your face when you look at a skill tree. But a skill tree in Dying Light is actually well crafted, imaginative, and very, very fun to mess with. There's also a crafting system that's really well put together. If you find the proper materials and blueprints, you can boost your weapon stats create better weapons, and use stat boosts. I never stuck around to crafting, but I utilized the firearms and Molotov like a true Russian. 20 something hours put into this game, I became fully immersed in the world of Dying Light. I would come home late at night from work and easily put in a good 4 hours of playing. Not a lot of video games catch my attention like that anymore. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about the story. The story mode in this game is pretty well done. It's not great, it's not Oscar worthy, but it's definitely worth, paying attention to and playing. The main story mode was pretty cool. It has a pretty good setup and payoff for all the things that it did and plot threads, and it used its environment and environmental storytelling very, very well.
Hey Raheem, it worked, man! Hey, your plan worked, kid!
There's plenty of like side quests and like little logs and notes and letters you can read that kind of give the world more oomph. I don't want to spoil the main quest, but the main quest has a lot of awesome set pieces that pay off in explosive results. Side quests are fun as well. There's a fetch quest here and there, but I think it's engaging enough to have fun in. The only peeve I had was talking to the actual side quest NPCs. I think they looked a little bit goofy, just explaining to me their problems, and they talked a little bit slow. I'd prefer like Elder Scrolls or Fallout dialogue box, because I feel like that's more engaging as a gamer, for me personally. And yes, this game was very, very extremely difficult on Nightmare difficulty. It was my first time playing it, and I ended it with about 121, 122 deaths. And that's quite a lot for a 20-hour playthrough. And I've died the most stupidest ways, from accidentally burning myself, falling off a building, while missing the Assassin's Creed barrel-esque drops, or just plain being like plain stupid or careless. This is like a real apocalypse. You gotta be up to your teeth. You gotta be alert, and you gotta be smart and resourceful at what you do. Because this game will show you how to be resourceful, how to survive. I recommend this game to your mom. Yes, absolutely. If you find Dying Light anywhere in a Walmart, sitting in a dusty bargain bin, or on Steam sale or GOG, buy it now. This is not even like a Techland sponsored account. Buy that game and play it. I know there's some people out there, and I see you not playing Dying Light. If you enjoyed it, please like and comment and share. And it'd be awesome if you subscribed as well. If you're new or returning, you should check out these 2 videos. There are other zombie challenges that I created and spent my time working on them. Hope you enjoy them as well. I hope you have a great summer.